From Cincinnati, Ohio, and Bowie, Maryland, this is Behind the Bots, the podcast that brings you the stories and the people behind the bots. I'm Jake,
And I'm Brandon.
and today we have Endgame co-captain Jack Barker. He's tuning in from New Zealand all the way. It's a different day over there. That's how far away it is. It's tomorrow. He's tuning in from the future to have us on the podcast. We'll wrap up the show with this week's installment of Robots Around the World. If you like our show, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, TuneIn, Castbox, Player FM, and Podbean. Follow us on Facebook at Behind the Bots. And tell a friend. We appreciate you coming to the live stream. We appreciate your support. Brandon, what's going on in combat robotics this week?
Oh, so this week in Combat Robots, it's a very central USA kind of week. We have 7 events occurring sort of in the more central USA. There's one event in the UK and then one really big event over in Netherlands. So, first of all, in Oklahoma City, Discover Fest Fights of the Museum will be hosting 31 ants and beetles. In Provo, Utah, there'll be 24 ants, plants, and beetles competing at the bot spot in their very first tournament. In Lincoln, Nebraska, the Big Red Brawl will occur with 24 ants and beetles as part of the ongoing Merca season. And going to Michigan, in Ottawa Lake first, the SMERC, Southeast Michigan Robot Kerfuffle, will be hosting 39 ants and beetles. And then over in Fitchburg, there'll be 62 ants and beetles as part of the September SmackDown. In Auburn, Alabama, War Eagle Comet Robotics will be hosting 16 ants, plants, and beetles. And then in Portland, Oregon, Control PDX will be hosting Chaos at Cathedral Park with 32 ants, plants, and fairies. Heading over across the pond to the UK, in Newcastle, InfoSec BattleBots will be continuing their season of fairy-weight robot fighting. And then finally in Eindhoven, I hope I'm saying that right, Netherlands, the Dutch Robo Games will be going on all weekend, featuring beetle weights, 6 kilogram, and featherweights, including Team Monsoon's own Hurricane. Get details on this event and more at robotcombatevents.com, buildersdb.com, and bristlebotbuilders.com. Now, we'll head into our interview with Jack Barker. Jack, how you doing?
How's everyone else doing today?
Jack?
I guess doing pretty good yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in the future.
How's it like in the future? Is it brighter?
It's very, very rainy and windy today. It's quite miserable. Yeah.
And that means it's going to rain here tomorrow. Okay, so for some of us, we're Norwalk Zoomers. Okay, we came up BattleBots is ancient history. I mean, it happened forever ago. Who are you? What do you do? What's your background? What's your story?
Yeah, so I guess I'm one of those old guys that's been around for a while now. But my team was Endgame on the TV show BattleBots when that was a thing. There's sort of the team of 7 of us that would go. Nick and I would captain it. I'd drive the robot. And Endgame done quite well. We've won the World Championship in 2020 on BattleBots. And then we won the Golden Bolt tournaments the 2 years after that. So, got a couple of pieces of hardware on the shelf.
Does the bolt thread into the nut?
Yes, both bolts thread into the nut. We had to try them, but because they're anodized, we only did it once, and we're like, that's enough. We don't want to scratch them.
Okay, I like how you can say both bolts because the golden bolt, and then was it most destructive?
2 golden bolts. Yeah.
2 golden. Oh, that's right. That's right. You're just that cool. Silly me. Nice.
This story of success, it wasn't always like this, though. It's a storied history. So you also hold a record that we talked about earlier.
It's not a current record, but at the time, we had the longest losing streak in BattleBots history. So we went from winning like 2 fights when we first started in our very first season to like winning losing like 7 in a row. which at the time was the longest losing streak, because the robots that were losing even harder weren't sticking around. So it was quite hard to lose 7 fights. I think a couple people might have beaten us out for that now. But then, yeah, we went from that straight into basically winning the giant nut, which is kind of fun.
Man, that's an insane run. You guaranteed that you learned a lot, and then you're like, okay, lean forward in the chair and kill everybody in one in like a straight run. That's nice. That's pretty good.
Well, I'd rather do it all together too. You know, let's do all our learning, rather than make it to the finals and lose, or make it to the semifinals and lose. Let's just lose all the fights to start with. Yeah,
exactly. Expectations are on the ground. No one has to be like, oh, I can't believe they only got this far this time. They're like, man, they're still around. And you're like, yeah, surprise. And then, and then you just show all that learning in a very beautiful way.
Yeah.
What was it like? So how do you even get a robot into the country? What does that process look
like? So I don't know, not many people know this, but before we went to BattleBots, we went to this competition in China, and we had to fly the heavyweight in bags. So we flew like 17 checked bags. It was like 1.5 heavyweights. It was just enough stuff to get by. And then when we went to BattleBots this last time, things have changed. We send like 6,000 pounds of gears and a real big crate.
Gosh.
All of our tools go. They come pick it up on a big truck, and they fly it over there. So basically everything we need goes. The only restriction is we need to build a box that's strong enough to hold all the weight. So, yeah.
How much? So when you're planning your cost out, like shipping cost, I mean, what are we talking about here for 6,000 pounds international to and from?
I think it's about $30,000 each way. So, but thankfully we don't cover that, which is why we're very grateful that BattleBots has enough budget to bring us to the competition, because we realize we're probably more expensive than most other teams just on that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because that is a whole robot, $30,000.
Yeah.
The heavyweight scale is terrifying, Jake.
Again, I'm a Norwalk Zoomer. This is all new.
Ancient you can't fit it in your carry-on.
No, I listen. Listen, this is what I know. Look at it. I just pick it up and we throw it in the suitcase. We're done. Yeah, it's no big deal. Don't ask how the 30s get there though. On that topic, one of the questions in the Discord was, right, when are you coming to NHRL, dude?
I've thought about it. I've been up to the States a couple times the last couple of years, but unfortunately the dates just haven't quite lined up. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I'm very much out of practice when it comes to fighting robots. So I'm kind of scared I'm going to go up there and get my ass whooped. So, I feel like I've got to build one in New Zealand and iterate it a bit before I can justify bringing a robot over. Yeah.
If only you had a featherweight arena where you could test stuff.
Yeah, if only.
Why don't you take us on a tour? So where are you right now?
So I'm actually at Robot Rampage. So for those who don't know, Nick and I started this company doing all sorts of robot stuff. But we have the space where we run featherweights and beetles, and we build robots and stuff. So I'm currently there. Yeah.
Do you want to show us around?
I'd love to.
Yes. That's what I was inviting you to. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and show us around. Okay, cool.
Live tour.
Live tour. Yeah. This where we are right now, this is like our production booth. It's a bit of a state. So if you tune into any of our live streams, we have like 5 people in here doing things from graphics to switching cameras to mixing audio. So this is their little room.
Nice.
It's probably nothing compared to the NHL one, which the NHL Zoomers are used to. Then out here we have
that
our
arena is very
featherweight
nice though.
Yeah.
It's quite big for a featherweight arena. It's 6 by 6 meters, which is what
18 foot.
18 feet. Yeah. So that's that. We originally built it as a
19
test arena for Endgame 19. Yeah. How big are the NHL arenas? They look a lot smaller. But yeah, so
Well, yeah, they have like the bumpers internally, so it kind of shrinks it a little bit. So I think at their peak, they're probably around 16.
okay.
I think it's like 16 foot for the internals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, it's still really nice. That's a great amount of space for anything. Makes sense. You mentioned Endgame test arena as well, so kind of tracks with that.
It's actually in there right now, ready to go. So
wow.
we beat up that barrel with it.
Yes.
People pay to come in and drive it. Yeah.
So
when we
do
run
people come in and
featherweight
drive
events-
it? Is that like I was gonna say, like people come in and drive it, so that's part of the thing you do. People can come down there and drive Endgame.
Yeah, they can come down. We don't get the weapon going, but they get 3 minutes to beat up that barrel with the drive as much as they can, which is scary enough as it is, just without the weapon spinning even. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
And
here
you mentioned
we
before
normally,
about the featherweights. Okay.
Yeah. This down here, we're sort of set up. We've got a corporate event this evening, so we've been rebuilding robots and stuff. So it's a bit of a state. But normally this is all tiered seating, so people come in and watch. Same down here for the featherweights. We got our bar and our kitchen with our liquor license, so you can come have a beer and get a bit drunk while you're watching robot fights.
So
It's a
important.
good time. And through here is where we actually build robots. So we have our little
wow.
CNC mill. But this is where we would build in-game if BattleBots were to happen again. There's
Please.
sort of all sorts going on. There's featherweights getting built. So this is sort of our little shop space. And we have a little bit more space around here, but it's filled up with a cougar, which we need to get rid of.
Wow.
do you not use it at all?
No, we was originally going to be the bartender. But the kitchen situation got way too complicated, so we've decided to hire people to do that instead. And we'll get rid of the robot.
That is a shame. That
Just a
is
victory for the
one
humans.
thing. That is one thing that would be cool for a robot to see. To do.
Yeah.
I love that idea because you have your workshop there, but you also are using it. So it's generating some form of income. Obviously, having events there and people have to do kind of stuff. But then also, I imagine even you guys are just there. That also makes like a very nice space to instantly learn. Like if you're, let's say, spinning up Endgame to do a test for BattleBots if it came back, you could do that in that box reasonably. You have to do like the process of others where it's like go to like a parking lot and stand 1,000 feet away and hope for the best or anything like that. That's really cool.
We probably still wouldn't hit anything in that arena, but we could spin it up, especially with that dummy weapon that doesn't have a tooth, and drive around and do testing in there. So
what's the Lexan look like as far as like layers?
We just have one layer on this one.
Okay.
Of like 1/2 inch.
Okay.
So it's not quite as thick as the NHL one, but we have that steel kick plate around the bottom, which takes the brunt of the force. So
yeah, definitely makes sense. And it has that nice like sort of triangular shape to it as well. So I imagine it's very helpful people sort of looking into it. Like it's a nice sort of viewing angle, kind of parallel to their space.
It's supposed to kind of look like a bit of a spaceship vibe.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. It definitely, like, it's one of the more unique shapes I think I've seen in most arenas, because I think everybody else, pretty economically makes it basically a box and calls it a day. This has got another level of kind of like kind of pizzazz.
Yeah, it definitely made it harder to build, and it makes it hard to shoot cameras through. The
Oh,
glare is so much worse when you're on like a 45-degree angle. So we learned that the hard way, but
oh, huh. I mean, what? So I guess what inspired that shape? Was it specifically to be cool, or did you have like that mention viewing angle or recording or whatever in mind when you were doing that in the first place?
I think it was mostly to look cool, and we did it when we did our beetle weight arena. So we're like, we'll make it the same. Um, yeah,
Ah, nice. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, so I guess sort of going with that, it's like the Robot Rampage events. So
hmm
I know it was a few weeks ago, right? Like I forget the exact date, but it wasn't that long ago, was it? The
the
most
most
recent
recent
one?
one, yeah, it was like 6 weeks
Yeah.
ago now. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's about 6 weeks ago. Yes, that was pretty
Mhm.
cool. So I watched it. I tried, I mean, much as I could. Time difference is always a little tricky in some way.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I really did it, but I really enjoyed specifically because you had the mix of both New Zealand and Australia. So I saw both of them coming around and doing
hmm
fights with it. But also some of the robots there just look just very legit, you know? Like some of those
Yeah.
machines I think go anywhere in the world and still they're absolutely be competitive. And then
hmm
really seeing those play out, that was pretty cool. So how was that like hosting that event?
Yeah, it's been really cool to see the New Zealand scene get behind the featherweights. So that was our fourth event in a year, and the scene
Mm.
is growing every time. I think the first event we had like 12 robots or something, and James came from Australia, so we had like 13 all up. This most recent one, I think we had like 18 or 20, and it's getting bigger
Oh,
and bigger each time. So, and not all the robots came this time. So people are building robots; they're getting better, and the people our regulars that are coming to watch are saying as well. Every time we come, the competitors get better, and the fights get better. So I think the New Zealand scene's moving pretty quickly, and people are learning pretty fast at the moment.
ooh. No, that's no, that's exciting. It also kind of mirrors what we've been seeing here in the States with the HRL stuff. Um,
hmm
I think the 30 pounders, because historically we've only had Motorama as like a main East Coast event and then a Robo Games over in the West Coast.
hmm
But since probably after the BattleBots reboot, when things started picking up again, and HRL obviously when it first showed up doing big bot
hmm
fights, now 30s get to fight like 6 or 7 times on the East Coast every year, and then they have
Yeah.
the Scar events over in the West Coast too. Like
hmm
they're terrifying. It's kind
Yeah.
of impressive seeing how much they can spike up in skill over time,
Mhm.
and it kind of makes them very close, like much closer to BattleBots, I think, and what they were like before that time period. Like, what do you think about the 30s versus the heavyweights and sort of how they're presented? Since you kind of have both on display there.
Yeah, actually, 30 pound is my favorite class. The reason for that is it's small enough to put in a suitcase. You don't need to fly 6,000 pounds of gears to your event. Um, and they're big enough to actually do real engineering, right? Like people CNC machining, they're 3D printing, they're designing, and they're big enough that things that are just you just buy off the shelf don't work, right? So you actually have to think about it. You have to make design decisions and work out how you're going to build your robot. Where I find like a beetle weight, for example, you can buy parts, which is great as a way to get into the sport. That will just work, right? You can buy motors, you can buy speed controllers, and if you buy the right ones, you'll have a great robot. Where you get to the 30-pound class, you've got to really start thinking. You've got trade-offs to make and things like that. So that's why I really like that class. It's much closer to the sort of heavyweight challenge.
Oh, I love them. I love them for the exact same reason. I think
Mhm.
I think that probably some of them. I think it's actually kind of one of those lessons. I think it's kind of implicit in the HRO at least, and how we had the different 312s and 30 classes there. You kind of see like, okay, the 30-pound builders, it's
Mhm.
almost like a slightly different culture around it because you have to be so knowledgeable about the 30. You can't slap stuff together. It kind of
Mhm.
forces a certain level of expertise that goes with it. And I think that that creates an interesting relationship because that main I think 30-pound builders have historically because of that connection. One, a lot of BattleBot stuff. I think like a
Mhm.
good portion of BattleBot's teams have 30s that go with it. But also I see them doing a lot of talking as well, like other people. Like if generally like a 3-pound builder is trying to learn stuff, and they're like, I want to do 30s. 30-pound builder is kind of like, let me teach you like engineering to go with that. Sort of like
Yeah.
encouraging and sort of mentoring with that too. And I
Mhm.
found that pretty helpful and pretty insightful with it as well.
Yeah, and the
Um,
level of forces you get with a 30-pound is just insane as well. Like
mm,
a beater weight kind of looks like it might hurt you, you know, like it might chop your finger off or something. But you watch like a fight, like you know, we had Obliterator versus Bad Blood last time at Robot
mm,
Rampage, which was insane. And you think if I was in there with them, I'd be dead. You know, like it's a
yeah.
different level of like of force and noise and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like they're concussive. And I think that it's kind of like in BattleBots where like you almost you don't get to appreciate that quite as much at a distance. Like
hmm
I'm sure someone looks at it, they're kind of like, oh, it looks very neat. And then it's like, okay, this has enough energy where your arm gone or like your limbs
yeah,
just erased. I think that's
yeah.
always like the, oh, okay. I think like feel that with the shot. I think that's making really, really fun stuff over there.
Mm.
When you guys are so you guys are both 30-pound builders. When you guys are thinking about problems, and especially with Endgame as well, going from the longest losing streak in the sport to a championship level robot, what key things about the approach to your problem solving do you think influence a positive outcome the most? So, what do you put in that has good turnaround um, in terms of your investment versus what you see in terms of success?
Mm. Well, Jack, you're at the gas. You should go
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can go
yeah,
first. The first thing that comes to mind is not necessarily a sort of design decision, but
yeah.
it's
Hmm.
sort of the attitude that our team takes. Um, and we look at it as a very scientific thing. We look at fights. We go, why did we lose that fight? We don't believe luck exists in the arena. You control your robot. You control the fight. If you lose, it wasn't because you were unlucky. It was because you weren't good enough. And how can you make sure that doesn't happen again? So yeah, we every time we lose a fight or we win a fight, we look at everything that went right, everything that went wrong. We try and make steps to making sure the things that went right happen again, and the things that went wrong don't happen again. Um,
Yeah.
so that's sort of the main thing that we do. I think that's really helped us, rather than like, oh, oh that electronic component, that was unlucky.
Hmm.
Like that won't happen again, because it will. It'll happen again, and it might happen in the championship final.
Yeah.
So but yeah, there's no such thing as luck is sort of one of my sayings. Well, as soon as you enter the ring, yeah.
That's
Mm.
awesome. Because there's other people with like I've heard the exact opposite thing. So it's cool.
Oh
It's
yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, that was just unlucky. And it's like, yeah, it's cool to hear the exact opposite thing.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's a cool take. What specifically do you think changed between your losing streak and then immediately that championship run?
Yeah, I think we were losing for different reasons each time because we'd look at why we lost, and then we would fix that problem, and then we'd have another problem, right?
Yeah.
So I think we just sort of ran out of things to go wrong. um, so by the by the time so many things had gone wrong, we'd fixed so much stuff that there was enough stuff going right that we could start winning matches,
Mhm.
right? And because we were fixing things properly, those gremlins weren't coming back. Like when we lost to Sanawachi, for example, we lost the BEC that powers the receiver. So, next year we turn up, we've got 14 receivers, we don't have any BECs. Like that's the sort of scale we'd go to fix things. So by the time that we fixed the problem, we were sure it wasn't going to happen again. And then, yeah, things start to go right.
Yeah. Yeah. Every problem gets some level of addressment. Um,
hmm
when I was first kind of starting uh combat, uh it was in 2021. So it was right after you guys had won the giant nut. Um, and of course, so when I started, it was for a senior design college project. So I had to do background research. So part of my background research was, I never heard about Endgame before. So I was learning about that robot because you guys had just won everything. So, um, but one thing that I remember reading specifically was that metal never touches metal. So what does that mean for you, and what does that mean on your all's robot?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's probably not metal never touches metal, but anything external never touches anything internal is probably the better way to say it.
Yeah.
So like our frame is all bolted together hard, but anything that we attach to the robot, any armor, forks, wedges, electronics inside the frame, that's all rubber mounted. So basically, like our wedges, for example, they look really tough, and is a rubber layer between that and the actual robot. So basically, the biggest amount of force that Tombstone or someone like that can give you is going to be absorbed at least a little bit by the rubber, and then because we find that it's actually the really sort of it's the peaks of the forces that kill robots, and especially the electronics. So if you can take away that sort of edge, flatten it out a little bit, reliability goes like through the roof.
How is this? How is this wedge mounted? Sorry, I just realized there's no bolts on it. So I'm.
Yeah, I can go grab one if you like.
Yeah. Just grab it. Yeah. Sure.
Sorry, bear with me.
That's very cool. We're going on a trip. Trip continues.
Okay.
I'll show you on the real robot. It's in the ring.
Wow.
Endgame tour.
As long as the internet works in the arena.
We're gonna hope for the best. I know it gets a little glitchy in NHRL with all the cameras.
Oh wow.
And whatnot.
Oh, the cage opens up. Interesting.
Yep, he stepped right in.
Yeah.
Now he's sitting right next to Endgame.
Okay, I'm gonna take my headphones off for 1 sec. I'll be back in 1 moment.
All right. This is why you joined the stream, guys. He's literally just pulling up Endgame.
This
It's
banging
just the robot
noise.
itself.
So this banging noise is a barrel that they've been hitting Endgame with, or vice versa.
All right. You should be coming back to us in a moment here.
I'm back to you. So I've just flipped Endgame over. So we're looking at the bottom of it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh wow.
So in the bottom of the wedges,
Oh dude.
there's these tabs.
Yep.
So that's how they're all mounted, right?
Yeah.
And we have these a big pin. It's like a 20 mil pin that goes all the way through.
That's crazy.
And then we have these rubber discs. There's actually some missing in here, but normally this area here is filled with rubber.
Yeah.
And there's a rubber tube that runs all the way through as well. So that means when we get hit in that direction, the tube takes the force, and when we get hit in the lateral direction, these big chunky bits take all of the force. So that's where all the force of someone hitting the wedge actually goes.
It's all compliant.
Yeah,
it's
that's
super compliant.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
See, this is it.
These are real. This is real engineering advice. Yeah.
I'm giving away all the secrets here.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. There's no BattleBot story.
Rubber absorbs impact. Insane secret.
Boom.
Interesting. So there's a gusset. So there's a gusset structure behind here, and then in between. Yeah. That's awesome. And so is that mounting the same as the fork mounting?
No, the fork mounting's different.
Okay.
It's the same concept though. There's rubber on every direction that can be hit. I don't think that one has our fork armor on it, that picture. But when we play a vertical, we have like an orange cover on the front. We call it the sock. And behind that, there's a layer of rubber. And it's the same concept. There's rubber that takes shock in every direction. Like that one. I don't like that picture.
Yeah, so like in the photo is Endgame, like a still shot of Endgame fighting against Minotaur. Robots shadowing up, so it's all the crazy angles and whatnot going on there. But there's a lot of details in the front of Endgame, which is always noticeable. Like all these different mounting springs and forks and shapes.
Yeah, there's like our way to win a fight is obvious, right? Like if we get underneath them, then we control the match and we beat them up. That's basically what we're trying to do in every single match we do. So it's important for us to have a variety of ways to do that. And basically we had like 4 different types of fork or something last time we went. And there's like 16 spots you can attach things on the front. So there's a lot of combinations of what we can do, which is why it's often different. And we spent a lot of time discussing it. I think like before we fought Copperhead last time, we discussed it for like 4 hours before we came up with a decision, and it was still wrong, you know?
Yeah. So, all he needs is a Luke Quinn hopped up on caffeine saying, why don't we spin down and crack the shaft and call it a day.
So, but you got to put your best foot forward, right?
So absolutely.
Yeah.
No, looking at the image here of Endgame where you sort of have seeing it on the cart with a lot of the forks displayed out. I remember specifically seeing this, and it inspired a lot of the mounting options I made on my little 30-pounder, where it's sort of face mounted, going into a much larger billet of material. The only fear I had then was like, screws and shear and things like that. But I love the modularity and configuration ability, because now instead of just having the set one shape, now you have the ability, like you already said, tons of different configurations. And we've seen that has been happening in big and small weight classes across the world, really, even besides just in heavyweights or even the smaller featherweights. So I guess one question that people have actually been having, which is a very famous line, I figured you would say it. So how do you feel about the classic line, live by the fork and die by the fork?
Oh, no.
Well, it's basically our whole, philosophy on how to win a fight, right? If you get under us, you'll win. If we get under you, you'll win. Oh, other way around. Yeah, it's whoever gets
you under them under you.
Win.
Yeah. So ground game is king. Kind of accept that. It's like a big reality of it.
Yeah, like we don't need maneuverability, right? Like I'm happy to just sit in the middle of the ring and wait for you to come to me. Which we did in a couple of fights. Yeah.
What do you think about other machines that don't try to play the ground game and they sort of have just go for the maximum death? So you have like Ripperoni here, famously with the big old disc, but even bots like Minotaur or Copperhead, or even just anti-ground game bots like Huge. How do you sort of see them fitting in the ground game heavy world, the heavy meta that we currently have going?
Yeah, it's obviously troublesome for us when people don't want to play our game. I mean, it's the best way to beat in-game.
I want to play. Do it right.
is to not play our game, right? Is to beat us at your game, not our game. So, the teams that are drums are always hard. We're sort of at an inherent disadvantage as a vertical spinner when we play a drum, just geometrically. So we basically have to do something where we'll try and get underneath their drum or deflect their hits or something like that. So that's always a tricky thing for us. And then the anti-ground game robots, like Huge, for example, like we wouldn't even run a front end, there's no point. So we basically just your most bog standard vertical spinner when we play someone like that, unless we had something special to play them against. So yeah, it's definitely, if you want to be in game, don't play the ground game because we're pretty good at that. But do something different, yeah.
So don't play your game, play my game. And if I can beat you at my game, then I can win. But if I play you at your game, you're probably going to win.
Yeah. So like
we'll get DMCA'd for this one because this one is a YouTube short. I don't think we'll get DMCA'd for it. But if the podcast just went audio free for a little bit, it's because we're playing BattleBots clips. So was Copperhead, was he spinning upside down intentionally, or did he just hit it upside down?
No.
No, we
So I remember talking to Luke about. Actually, go ahead, Jack. You were there. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was going to say, they were spinning the right way up until we flipped them over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember talking to Luke, and the thought was that if as soon as they get inverted and they're upside down, they're not going to waste time gyroing because then they're going to get sniped. So the thought was, well, if we just go right at them spinning down, we're going to force the argument of is my bigger bearing, bigger shaft? And in that question, they're pretty confident Copperhead would win. And so it also didn't give them an quote unquote obvious vulnerable position or time period that trying to invert itself would. And so that was sort of the strategy, and it kind of worked.
I can't believe how many
Heavyweight
times
violence is
that's
heavyweight violence is a whole different
terrifying.
beast.
How many times
Yeah.
Copperhead rolls is ridiculous. Just because the frame's so narrow as soon as he takes that shot. But I see what you're saying. He was able to eat up those forks on the front and contact once your all's weapon was down. He got into those forks, and then it was they were toast. Oh my gosh!
And we were we were holding our own until our weapons stopped. But like that double force hit, it literally shattered the rollers and the bearing. Like
I'll do it.
And how big of a shaft
I'm
is
gonna say
the weapon?
Like a 40 or 30. Oh, it's 40, I think. Yeah,
that's
40 millimeter.
Yeah.
40 mil. That's like 1 2/3 inch, like that. It's thick.
Yeah.
And it's is it a needle roller?
It's a tapered roller.
Really?
Even bigger.
Yeah, so the pins in them are like 6 mil pins, which is like what, quarter inch?
Yeah,
quarter inch.
Rated for like 6,000 pounds. Nice.
Man. So that's an idea of the level of force between 250-pound 250-pound robots.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
And going back to what I was saying earlier, it's really I almost said it. I almost said we were real unlucky that they hit us upside down, right? Like, because that shattered our bearing. But next time we come, that won't break our bearings.
Yeah.
We've got to fix that. But I just caught myself. I almost said, we were so unlucky that they were upside down, and it was twice the force.
Yeah.
No hypocrisy over here.
Yeah. That's so real.
Yeah. So Jack, as far as the robot fighting stuff goes, there's a heavy bit of strategizing and planning that goes into it. And I think one of the big takeaways we're sort of seeing with Endgame, and I guess other robot, but definitely Endgame for sure, there's like a patience that goes with it, that you really have to kind of like grind at it. And so what would you say is like a very good sort of summary as you progress? Like once you hit that winning streak and you got like the championships and the golden bolt and things like that, what would you say what kept you driving? Like you mentioned before, there were failure modes. You figured them out in the losing streak. When you got the winning streak going, how was that progression still able to keep you going?
Yeah, I actually think that's a good question. It can be hard to keep the motivation up, especially, we've won the Giant Nut, we've won 2 golden bolts. The team probably is looking to build something new and to solve new challenges. So I'm not sure if we would bring Endgame back if BattleBots happened again, or if we'd build something new and start that whole process again. But I think what keeps us going is those. Oh, sorry about the compressor.
You're good.
Those losses to Minotaur and Copperhead do keep us up at night, right? So I think there's some unfinished business there. We want to prove that we can beat a top level drum robot. So we've got ideas for that, and that's mostly what we'll be working on if we come back.
Okay, we're going to push to a break for a couple minutes here, and then we will be back with Jack Barker. I think we've got some videos of your event, Robot Rampage. We got New Zealand versus AUS. I'm sure that stands for Australia. We will be right back after the break. It was about 2 minutes.
Cool.
Thanks.
All right.
welcome back to Behind the Bots. We are here with Jack Barker from Robot Rampage. You know him from Endgame. He's got 2 golden bolts, 1 giant nut. That's right. We're taking a look at a video here. So this is Robot Rampage NZL versus AUS. So what event is this?
So this is our event we had in August. So basically, we ran a normal featherweight event, and at the end we had this what we call a teams match. So basically, 5 robots come from Australia, 5 robots come from New Zealand, and you know the way the match works. The simplest way to explain it is it's sort of like a Pokemon battle, where the winning robot has to stay in, and then once a team has all of the robots knocked out, they lose the match. So. This is one of the fights. One of the rules we have is that you have to have 4 different styles of robot. So you can only have, you might have 1 vertical spinner, a horizontal spinner, a hammer saw, a lifter. So your team has to be made up of 4 different styles. So like New Zealand chose to have 4 robots and then like an extra vert. So they had 2 verts on their team.
So the 5th one's like the variable one.
Yo!
So hammer saw just sets them on fire.
A pretty sick overhead hammer saw hit that one. Yeah.
Wow, instantaneous fire.
That's
pretty direct.
Crazy. It looks like a bonfire. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Still
of
going though.
So this robot here coordinator was one of 2 hammer saws on the Australian team. So they opted to have 2 hammer saws rather than 2 verts or 2 horizontals, which was a cool decision. And James sort of explained why they did that in their interview, just to be different, and because they thought the New Zealand teams wouldn't be armored overhead, and it worked out in this fight at least. Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Very tactical. There's the tube, the air exhaust taking the smoke out of it. Good to see that still coming into play. Very nice. Good equipment there.
Nice. So okay, I'm a little confused with the format. You got a team of 4 robots. I didn't play Pokemon.
5 robots.
How long was this thing on fire, dude? Oh my god. Okay, we're 5 minutes through this video and it's still. Okay, so you put 2 robots in against each other, and then
I'll try and explain it. So like New Zealand chooses a robot to put in of their 5. Of their team of 5, which has 4 different styles of robot in the team. So they might play a vertical spinner, they might play their horizontal spinner, they had a lifter, they had a multi-bot. So they're going to play one of those robots, right? Australia doesn't know what robot they're going to play. New Zealand doesn't know what robot Australia is going to play. So this first match is completely blind. So New Zealand, they chose to put their lifter in the first match, right? And then Australia chose to put Perry in, which is a vertical spinner, but neither team knew which one the other team was going to put in to start with. So that's always like an interesting sort of tension, right? Like you're looking at the other robots team, who they've got available, and you're thinking if they play that one, we can play this one, and you're trying to put your best foot forward for the first match, right? And then the way this played out was New Zealand won that first match with their lifter. So their lifter had to stay in the ring pretty much. We give them 8 minutes to repair it. So we put a table in the arena. We make a big spectacle of it. Everyone's watching them do their battery change and things like that.
Whoa!
Oh, nice, like a live servicing as well.
Jeez, that would stress me the hell out.
Yeah. While they're doing that, Australia's deciding what robot they can put in next. So Australia knows what robot New Zealand's going to play. They know it's going to be the lifter, so they get to choose from their selection what's going to go in next, right? That's basically the gist of it. And then that New Zealand lifter robot ended up playing 3 fights in a row because it won the second fight, which was against Obliterator, a huge horizontal spinner. And then they had to repair it again in 8 minutes, and they played a third match, which they lost on judges.
Oh, so this is the live repair happening. So it was very stressed faces in the pits.
Yeah,
a beautiful hammer. And
it also matters.
It's such a nice robot, that one.
It really is. It's got that custom hub motor on it. An AR blade. That's awesome. That thing's sweet. Cool.
So you also sort of described. So I'm assuming it also
the gist
means.
of it. And then once a team loses all 5 robots, they lose the match. So it's A
Okay,
match
there you
takes
go.
anywhere between 5 and 9 fights, I think, depending on who wins what. If someone wins all 5 in a row, it'll happen a lot quicker. But yeah, the idea
Wait,
is that
oh
people.
my gosh,
Oh,
I
sorry.
haven't had my camera showing. Oh my gosh, I
Oh.
clicked the wrong button. I love the video that I'm watching right now on stream. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back. All right, chat. So I'm sorry.
Live
I
heckling of
clicked the
Jake.
wrong button. The 3 camera view and the 4 camera view are right next to each other. I clicked the wrong button on my stream deck. I also loved. Well, I hope you enjoyed our description. That you got a small
Yeah.
taste of what it's like to tune into the audio version of this podcast. So yeah, you got a live look at what it's like to be Justin Hunter. So who refuses to tune into his stream. Okay.
So yeah, it's a very different format.
Yeah.
And
I
the
like it.
idea is that you'll back a team rather than a robot, right? So like if you watch a cricket match or I don't know, American football match, you're sitting down and you're backing a team for 2 hours. So you have like 2 hours to hope your
Yeah.
team wins. Where if you watch a combat robotics competition, you might get 3 minutes of action of the team you're backing, right? So engagement can be pretty hard.
Yeah.
So we're trying to solve that problem by creating these teams, having countries face each other, and sort of have a different format because it's kind of, I feel like, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like the sport of combat robotics has kind of been stagnant for 10 years. It came in hard. It's been around for 25 years now, but we haven't had much development, right? It's not. It's growing. It's not growing at lightning speeds. So we're hopefully trying to mix things up and do it a little bit differently and create something that's more interesting for people to watch and also to compete in, while also keeping the same sort of carnage is sort of our goal. Yeah.
I like it. I think it's a great idea. I personally want to come fight. Because
that would be
that's kind of
so
a
fun.
big thought. Because I remember, because like for the NHL Zoomers,
So yeah, we're doing
any
it
trial
again
that the
in
teams have
February. We've got some Americans coming, so America's going to field a team. The Australians will come back; they'll field a team. A couple of other countries are thinking about coming as well. Another big name messaged me this morning, and said they'll come, but not ready to share that yet. So we're going to have a pretty cool event in February. It's going to be a full teams event. So we'll do like a round robin between the countries.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, they spent like 5 minutes of their 8-minute repair time just sticking stickers on in this match.
Wait, what? Oh, it's Perry the Platypus.
And this is this gorgeous hub motor that I alluded to the idea, the concept of. Yeah, that's a really cool robot.
The hammer saw turrets as well. I don't know if you caught that.
Hammer saw
So they can
turrets.
They can swing down on different angles.
Really?
Yeah.
Full 180 or?
I think you can see they've got little slots they can come down in. I'm not sure if it goes full 180, but it can go forward and then out the side. Yeah, it's very cool.
Look at that. Yeah, that's something else. Who's coming from United States?
We're still confirming the full team, but the Vasquez brothers are coming along. They've booked in, so they're going to captain the American team. And then there's some other people coming as well. Justin Marple from Bloodsport. And then a few other people we're trying to convince that it's time to book their flights. But I think we have enough to make sure we have an American team at the moment to face the Aussies and the Kiwis. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I'm about to hear that eagle screech. I'm not very patriotic, but hell yeah, I'll it's like the Olympics. I'll ride, dude. Feel
that's
that
what we're
full
hoping for.
nationalist fervor that I never feel ever current these days.
Yeah.
I will
We're
feel
hoping
it for robot combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool that you can tune into an event for that's how the turret's a bevel gear, or is that
I think the swinging is a bevel gear.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. Straight out of a grinder, which is crazy.
That's
nice.
Awesome. My weapon motor's bevel driven, so I love.
Okay.
I love a good bevel.
Nice.
Okay, so they've got it. So they've got it hub motored at but the joint itself is an in runner that's strapped to the arm and beveled. That's crazy.
Yeah, and this is
I like
Karan.
it.
He's our Farouk. He
Cool.
does the ring announcing.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's been a long process, but every event we're trying to get a little bit better, production wise and organization wise. So hopefully, every time you tune in, something will be improved.
I love it. Do you guys have like a lot of big backing or
Yeah, so this is
sponsors that
Anita's
support it?
second fight, I think.
Yeah,
third fight.
think
I
you
think
hear
they
it,
went
yeah.
through. Yeah.
So he just won the first fight. He set that guy on fire.
Yeah, I think he won one fight
come
before
down
that. So
on him.
he'd played, he caught someone on fire.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
This is his third match that he had to play.
Get him. I love that. I love this hammer saw. This thing is so sick. I want to watch it eat stuff all day. Oh no, it's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, it broke its own arm. The bevel gear failed.
I think this fight was a little bit lackluster.
This is the peak of the sport. I don't know what you're.
Yeah.
2 robots with half side drive.
Yeah, and we don't knock people out as liberally as you do in other competitions. So like if you
Yeah.
can turn and face your opponent, that's good enough in the Robot Rampage ring.
Yeah.
So matches like these often just sort of continue on for a while.
Yeah. NHRL is similar. It's any motion is some motion, and even if you your opponent contacts you,
Yeah.
it's easier for a spectator and especially a referee to discern. You know, there was that
Yeah.
controversial Minotaur count out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Against Witch Doctor, right?
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah.
It really.
Yeah. Mm. But yeah, we a lot of people argue that, you know, if you can't move properly, you should get knocked out, but just to save the robot. But it's real easy to just not move if you want to be knocked out, right? So
Yeah.
that's sort of what we go with.
Yeah.
And there's no tapping out. If you want to stop the fight, just stop moving. We'll count you out. Yeah.
Is this inside wall? Is this angled as well?
The lower section?
Yeah. Or is it
No,
flat?
that's straight. Yeah.
Okay. There's my eyes playing tricks on me.
Hmm.
How is the crowd noise with the metal side rails?
It's very loud.
Yeah.
Which I like. It adds to the spectacle. So, but we always have like free earplugs for people who are.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna want that.
But yeah, it can be quite loud.
Interesting.
But it just makes the robots look scarier.
Yeah, definitely really cool seeing the Robot Rampage development there.
Oh, I'm totally invested now. So that was the last fight for the hammer saw. Yeah, no, I totally see how you could get invested in a team for 3 hours and watch the whole event like cheering for one group. That's cool.
Yeah. And we actually found that people in the room were like locked in on the repair table too. That one we saw before was outside because there was a fire and we needed to evacuate just while we like cleared all the smoke. So we got them to do it out there for that one. But we actually had the table in the ring for most of the repairs. And the people in the room were like locked in. Normally between matches, they're like bored and they're like just, you know, they're going to get food or going to the toilet. But everybody had their eyes on what was going on, which was cool.
Wait, it's like during repair time between matches.
Spanner in the works that we have in our rules is once a match, if your robot is too repaired, it doesn't need to play the next match. You can go repair it. We call that a sub. So that's what happened here. That vertical spin on the New Zealand team, they decided it was too broken and they're now gonna play it last. But you can only do that once. It's like
you get one sub. Okay, that's a good rule. Yeah. That's a good rule. Yeah, that's
so
really
New Zealand's now decided to play their multi-bot. So it goes back to blind, right? So New Zealand didn't know what Australia was going to play. Australia didn't know what New Zealand was going to play.
Yeah.
But from here on out, New Zealand can't sub, right? So if their multi-bot wins this match, it has to play. There's no option.
This would be such a good college event format.
Mm.
You know, you have 2 colleges.
This was
Is that a 12?
one of they're about 12 pounds each, I think. Yeah, they're like half and half. Yeah. I love Ragamuffin. It like bounces around the ring. It's so unstable. And this is a multi-brain spinner built by James Kirby, which was and his friends. I think a couple of the others did the code, but honestly, it could move so well. I was very impressed with, the translation ability of it, which was really cool.
JMO's in chat. He said, "Why is New Zealand so far away? You got to get on JMO to come out there with Megatron."
I'm trying to get him to join the American team.
You should.
You want to bring the hammer
The lobbying.
down? Where, there's
He's lobbying over
Americans are
there.
coming in February.
New Zealand
That's
is
pretty-
less
pretty
far
cool.
away. Let's see for
You can
It's a day away.
do a direct flight
Massachusetts.
from the East Coast out of New York.
that's easy. You don't even
Wait,
need to
what?
get a connector in Los Angeles
No.
or wherever. That's
Yeah, you
come
can,
on,
you can go
JMO.
direct New York to Auckland. Yeah, it's a
That's
long
got to be a
flight,
long
but-
flight then. Yeah,
That is a long
probably like
flight.
18 hours, I imagine.
NYC to
Man. But it does sound pretty cool though.
18 hours.
Yeah, 18-hour flight. It's about what I thought.
Find cheap
I think
flights.
out of California, it's like 12. It's super doable. But yeah.
Casual flights.
Casual 12-hour flight. JMO, I'll send you this link. $916. Buy your ticket. You are gonna have to stay. Oh, that's one stop.
Oh, that's one stop.
That's one stop. 2 stops. 2 stops is $500. That's easy.
33 hours is a long time to be traveling.
33
But,
hours is long.
That's
If
like
you are
mini
in
vacations at
Demo,
that point.
we might be able to help you out with the flight a little bit. So
Yeah.
if you do want to come. So
Talk to Jack, JMO.
but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And honestly, the builder reception and the sort of people watching, this was our regular view of the repair. So
Oh,
you could look straight down on what they're doing, watch them change their batteries, make their repairs, see what the damage is.
this is so cool.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Now,
Yeah.
that's.
So
I think
even-
this is like
even
a
the
much
repair can
better,
be quite
interesting idea
interesting.
for it.
which is what we were going for. Because like if you watch a lot of live sports, say you watch cricket, like there's heaps of downtime, right? So we sort of make sure that we're filling the space with something like they're doing those sports.
Yeah. Does cricket have a lot of? I've never watched cricket ever. That drum's funny.
There's a lot of action for sure. I really appreciate the
Gosh.
interesting part of even competitive.
Can you hear? Sorry, can you hear Brandon? Because I can't.
Me?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm listening to him in a different way.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've only had you
okay.
since the break, I think.
Oh.
So I've probably been ignoring him completely.
No.
It might be an error on my end. 1 second. He's not muted or anything in Discord.
So
It's been a one.
cool. Well, I guess
I
audio
know.
listeners, you know my plight.
Oh,
you know my pain.
No.
If I unmute your stream again, I can hear him, I think.
The best live
Darn.
broadcast.
Are you able to hear me
Sorry about that.
now? I've been speaking into the void for so long now.
Just been completely ignoring you. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
I
think
hope-
you're
I
not
hope
coming
the-
through Discord, but you are coming through the podcast stuff. So.
I hope the pod's been having a fun time. Either listening to my woes in separately or
You've
ignoring
had
the
great
people on screen.
ads. You've had great ads for the last half hour. It's been all good.
Yeah.
It's been all good.
Yeah. Did I miss anything important that you said?
It don't matter now.
That's so brutal. Oh my gosh. That's so mean.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay,
about
is this a rumble? Is this the end of the? This looks.
Sorry.
that. Yeah.
This is an
At
end
the
of
end,
the
we
night.
like close.
Whoa! Oh, this is that horizontal I've been seeing in.
Oh, you didn't know what an
Intro?
obliterator was?
Yeah, that thing is gorgeous. Obliterator.
Yeah, that's obliterator.
It's very nice.
Ooh.
Haven't you been following the series on YouTube? Like, comment, subscribe. Broken Link Robotics.
I
not
have
sponsored.
not. What do obliterator?
Wow. Wow.
Probably
A
a
man drinking
Broken
water
Link
for the first
Robotics
time.
is the best.
What? I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
That's
what was-
Broken Link
the
Robotics.
guy who builds
Search
it,
for that.
James. His YouTube channel is called Broken Link Robotics. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, this thing is gorgeous. Yeah, oh wow, yeah, the hubs are cool. Yeah, and specifically the armor package on it is fun. It reminds me
It's a
of
very nice robot.
it reminds me of Robert Cohen's robot, 3-pounder. Yeah, we're doing the armor
Yep.
package.
Very, very fun. See, this is what you get for being an HRL Zoomer. You don't know about
I don't know. I
deep
don't know.
lore.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this thing's super cool. So it's AR top, bottom, and it's a bevel gear. That's why.
Yeah.
It's a bevel gear
And it
specifically
sounds
to an
awesome.
end runner.
It's
The
such a cool
irony
bot.
of his team name being Broken Link Robotics is he lost the final at the last Robot Rampage because his link fell out.
Yep. That's brutal.
And he's still running a link. I don't trust like that. That's trust. I don't do that.
Is that a requirement at all? Do you know, between New Zealand or in Australia?
I actually don't know. I need to check because we're going to Australia to compete in November, and we're very switch heavy, obviously, because we make the switches. Yeah,
That is true.
Jake
I've
doesn't
seen
know
those.
about
Those are
Broken Link
fancy.
Robotics. Listen, man, I've been on the mountains top all summer. I've been grinding. You'll see.
You'll all see.
You'll see. Yeah, that thing's awesome. It does
I
have my
think you-
least favorite drive style of all time, but other than that,
yes,
the gear to the wheel,
yeah.
yeah, I strongly detest that style because it has failed.
Don't.
I sent you a
big.
link in the streaming chat to another fight of his, which was incredible. Probably the best fight we've had at Robot Rampage.
Here, let me pull it.
This is why you want to tune into stream, because now you get to watch this.
Yeah.
Not only do you get
now
to
we-
see
now we
the
get
pretty
to watch
robots, now
YouTube
you get
together.
to
This
exactly
was against our
the
little
live
end game,
reactions.
driven by Shane.
Oh,
Deep red. So immediately explosion. Very cool. This is
oh,
Bad Blood versus Obliterator for Robot Rampage.
Yeah, this was very scary to be next to
Gosh.
in the room.
Gosh. I think every interaction's been just a shower of sparks and robots flying, which is awesome.
man, the handling on that thing is
Ooh.
great.
Ooh, at the side off of ooh.
Oh,
I think-
no.
I think mini Endgame Bad Blood's been defaced
It's
a little
lost its
bit.
wedge.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no, little buddy.
So when
That
those two fight, it's the second time they've fought.
Oh, jeez.
It's always crazy. The first time they fought was 2018 in Australia,
Mhm.
and you can see people in the background running away because it was so scary.
That's what we're talking about. Earlier, we're talking about like heavyweights and featherweights being related and featherweights being such a great class. There's your example. Mortal Terror tells you what you need to know about the power level of featherweights.
Yeah, yeah.
It looked like the drive was working, but it was stuck on something. Are they running magnets?
No, I'm not sure what happened there.
Because like, oh wow,
they won the
I'm
fight,
making
though.
little forks. Yeah. I'm making either, scrap in the arena, the forks in the back maybe got bent down. Any number of little things can get you high centered, but they're moving. They're moving real good. Lots of big shots.
Yeah. When they turned up on like Thursday night and tested that robot in the arena, everyone was like, "Nah, New Zealand's screwed. They're not gonna win this." I just pack it up, boys. Let's not even do it.
yeah,
it's that kind of warning, huh?
Yeah.
Their drive motors probably fell out. No, the wheels are spinning. If I'm
No,
spinning, I'm winning.
Wheels are moving. I think it's just high centered or something.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happened there, but it happened to him a few times over the competition.
Where they got stuck on something like that?
Yeah.
Probably too.
Well, I think he was having drive motor issues a lot.
So what I'm hearing is we need James to drop a video giving us a full event report about Obliterator at Robot Rampage.
He's about to drop one, I think. Yeah.
Woo! Let's go.
They have an issue where their outrunners face mount. Yep. Dripped. What do you mean dripped? Is that a mistype? Yeah, this is my least favorite like drive style.
Oh, it ripped. Oh, so JMO's saying issue with the outrunner face mounts ripped. I see.
Yeah.
So the
that
would do it because there's a lot of shock going into this. So it doesn't surprise me that the inertia of the motor itself can do crazy things like that. This is what you're mentioning.
That is the exact failure that I had.
Physics.
Except the pinion was so heavy that the shaft shattered.
Dang.
Well, they're not heavy, but just like the inertial load of the pinion. Man, but that thing is freaking gorgeous. Dang.
Yeah, it's a beautiful robot. All of his robots are.
Yeah, just really well constructed.
Excellent stuff.
Really
big fan of it.
Yeah, and the heat formed UHMW side rails. Woo! I love me a little heat forming on the UHMW side rails. I want to see more about this bevel setup as well, because his is all like nice. Mine is like very open. His is all like nice and enclosed. I'm not.
Yeah, let's see the comparison.
Oh,
okay.
Fine. No, sorry.
Bar for bar.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was.
This is the Jake.
I should look.
We're walking into his mind.
I should look at this right now.
We're
I 100%
right
forgot
now.
that I was streaming. Yeah, I was like, I need to look at this right now and compare. Does he have any videos on his bevel?
I mean, the first one.
He's
part
got,
one.
Yeah, multiple videos.
You're in part 2 right now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in part 2.
Yeah. So this is half of an interview of Jack. Other part of it is
the other half is
watching James actually just broken link react videos.
Yeah. You'll get James on next week, and you have to spend half the pod talking about me.
Honestly, that's what's going to be happening. I was waiting for a moment when the stars could align where I would just ask him to do things. But half of it now is like our intro build up too. So even now we're going to be busy pretty soon.
The most
fearsome
combat robot in Australia. This is redesigning the most fearsome combat robotic. How many robots are there in Australia? His is Helix. Oh, that makes me feel small. That's sweet. That's so sick. It's so much cooler than mine. Mine is not helical. It's straight cut. for serviceability. He's got it to the TP power
Good.
in there. That you know what that looks like? That looks like an OTS. So mine is
There it is. There's Maximize, everybody.
mine is the gear and the pulley are one, and this saves a ton of weight because it's all one part. And then you've got kind of like this
So you get the
open.
gear custom made.
Yeah, everything's this is a titanium gear, and
Oh,
then
okay.
yeah, it's pretty sick. I was being
It's pretty
facetious.
hardcore.
And then this is a hardened steel pinion, and it does wear down the titanium, but it takes a while. And then that's
Mhm.
straight back
I mean,
to 2820, and then that's a 3-to-1 reduction, and then out to a pulley. But
nice.
but his is all nice. Isn't this is nice that his is all like enclosed because he can actually run
Yeah,
grease.
I think his gears came out of an angle grinder. he said.
Yes. Yeah. His the definitely all OTS.
I'm just excited for Jake to go on the deep diving lore when he has to just sit and just watch these videos through. Because the Obliterator is a storied machine. It has fought many a years, multiple owners, and has been cool all that time. It's cool. It's a solid machine. So I guess actually, Jack, going off of this, the tangent. So you said you haven't like been building robots to fight them per se. Like you've been creating this whole infrastructure with Endgame, Robot Rampage, and so on. If you were to make brand new from the top a robot, 30-pounder, to test it or fight it out Robot Rampage, maybe bring it stateside for any competitions here, what kind of idea would you want to throw together? Unlimited budget, limited time.
Yeah, I'm actually building a brand new one right now, which we're going to take to Australian Nationals in November. So we have our next Robot Rampage event November 7th, and then the weekend after we're going to Brisbane to fight. Because I find that running the event here, I can't really fight. I'm too busy, right? So we'll go over there and play. But I'm basically building a 30-pound Fingertech Robotics kit robot. So I've got, it's designed to look exactly like, a 3-pounder, just way bigger. So exactly the same looking like beater. It's got M30 bolts on it as the weapon head. I'm going to anodize it orange. So like it's the idea is that it'll look exactly like that. It's got AR 500 like wheel guards, which most people make out of UMPI. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's going to do super well, but I'm kind of keen to test it out.
Roller bearings. Hell yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm building that for November, and it's probably not what I would build if I was really, really trying to win. But it's something fun, So and it will probably do well enough. Yeah.
That should be cool. I'm excited for that. See now it's gonna be tricky because now we're gonna want to get James in, and James be like, "Well, you see, they came over here and we destroyed them." We're like, "Oh, they destroyed us." Now I got to go back over there and do it back and forth. So it's really just like two sides of the rivalry are just gonna keep building up, and we're just gonna see it progress over this podcast occasionally.
Yeah.
So how's the business in? Go ahead.
Hopefully they'll keep coming back. We'll go over there. It's not that hard to get to Australia. It's like 2.5-hour flight. So, it's probably easier than going east to west coast, right? So, hopefully they'll want to keep coming back, and we'll go fight them and have some fun.
That sounds pretty cool. Be a good time.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready for robots around the world. Let's do robots around the world, and then we'll close it out. Is that all right?
Yeah. So robots around the world. So it's actually just more robots that we kind of already know, but we're going to take it a little interesting direction with it. So at BattleBots back in September 6th, so about 3 weeks ago, according to this recording, BattleBots showcased more true walker robots. So in this case, there's a robot called CU-Jaw, made by Donald Hudson, that premiered as sort of a walking robot similar to Spot, with the ability to both saw and grab with different jaws. And this was demonstrating alongside Mark Zatrakian's Stalker robot, which is famously both exhibited both at BattleBots in previous years and other places too. In addition, Proving Grounds unleashed a creature combat event where they had 2 robots. One, Arachnophobia, which is the true walker, very spire-like in shape, 2 little like sort of fang like hammers in the front of it, and Armageddon, which is a wheeled base but with robot arms controlled in real time by the drivers. So, what do you think of the growing presence of more humanoid / animal style robots in BattleBots?
I want to fight one of these. I want them to let me fight one of these in the NHRL cage, like for real, like Greco-Roman wrestling. That's what I want.
So you just want to wrestle the robot dog, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I want to wrestle and fight the robot dog, and I don't. If Sam lets me, I'll do it tomorrow. So is this is the what, a kentapod, 5 legs?
Yeah, I guess that's how you say it. Yeah, sure.
Kentapod, is that a word?
I think it's
Yeah,
like
I hate
penta means
this.
5.
Oh, penta. Yeah. Yeah, I hate
Oh,
that.
Okay, so you hate that.
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay.
I'd fight the hell out of that.
What about
Personally.
Armageddon? That's like a wheeled base, but it's like the robot arm. So it's kind of like SpongeBob meme, where it's a giant inflatable arms, but like the really small base. Would you call that different than Stalker here? Would you give that a different viewpoint on it or no? I think he's just enamored right now by looking at the videos of it.
Sorry, I was.
That's Q-Jaw.
Is that's the other one?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the other one. Yeah. So in your opinion, you're on a Greco-Roman style wrestling system.
Yes. And if Sam lets me.
What about you, Jack? What do you think?
I think they're pretty cool. I think it's going to be real hard to get the same level of carnage out of them, though, that we see with the robots we have. And that's why people tune in, right? They want to see bits fly off and, things catch fire and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool as a sort of technological thing, but it's going to be a real hard sell as a thing to watch and be entertaining, I think. But yeah, pretty keen to see what comes of it. But it's definitely a different challenge, I think.
I'm definitely curious about like the I guess the additional game elements you kind of would have to build into it to make it make sense. But I think if you're to do a straight up box like run, then they're absolutely going to suck because they're never going to be nearly as fast as a wheeled robot and never let much forces it. So I think you kind of have to gamify it by creating additional elements or something, either a more dynamic arena or different goals to accomplish or something like that. Well, you can use damage, like, I don't know. Let's say that the dog robot Q-Jaw, let's say its goal is to try to, like, I don't know, grab and move different items to different areas, sort of like a Vex game or a first game, whatever, something like that. But it can use the saw to attack the opponent instead of just having to like push out the way. And that could be another element you could try to add into it. So there's a chance where you could create this like very fancy way, even like a very high sparky grinding disc or something to make the pretty lights on it. But you could, I think, do it if you change the game dramatically. And I think that would require a lot more investment to consider.
Yeah. No, it's definitely doable with changes like you say, but I think with the current format we have for combat robotics, it will be quite hard. But if people are going to change the game, that's really cool. And I hope to see it.
Yeah, changing the game. We want to see the innovation. Like you said, 20 years of fairly consistent box smash things, but if we can make it interesting, you never know. Maybe unlock something else that we could add into the more wheeled robots. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to do it for us. Jack Barker, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for showing us what tomorrow looks like. You will always be one step ahead of us in terms of time, 10 hours. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a good time.
Cool. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks, Jack. We'll catch you later.
Cool. Cheers.